Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out LiboView. What I'm going to show you today is a quick review on something that I've had for quite some time and I've been really happy with it. As you can tell, it's kind of cold out and it's actually warmer than it has been in the last few days, but it's still relatively cold. And that kind of brings up the point. My truck during this winter months, it doesn't run that often. I hardly go anywhere with it unless I have to pick up a snowblower or something. It's mainly for the summer, and this is the way it normally sits. Covered in snow, just like the camper that the truck pulls, and it just doesn't go. I try to keep it cleaned off, and I'll take it and run it every once in a while and drive it around. But I'm concerned about the battery. So what I did is I bought a solar panel to plug into the power port inside the truck and keep the battery charged, or at least keep voltage going to the battery of some sort. Now, I did that last year all winter long, and it worked out spectacular. I didn't have any problems. However, in the summer, I had added a winch in the back of my truck to help me pull tractors and large equipment up into the back of my pickup bed. And of course, the winch in the back, instead of running cables all the way to the front to the battery that was on the truck, I decided to add another battery in the back of the truck. Again, that's on my other channel, on my other videos. And I'm going to show you here. That's the makeshift box that I made. And this is one of those cheap meters that you buy at Harbor Freight. And there's the solar panel, and basically what I've done is mounted it to the lid. And this thing will keep this battery charged all summer long for me. Every time I've never had to put a battery charger on it. The little bit of sun that comes off the back of the truck or just from outside will keep this battery charged even in the coldest weather. If you want to look here, I'll kind of do a short demonstration. I was hoping that the sun that was shining through the windows was going to be enough to keep it charged. Well, I was definitely pleased when I came out to check that this is keeping the battery at 12.75, 12.76. So it's more than obvious that this solar panel is doing its job. It's 2.4 watt, and it's a Schumacher SP-200. Now I'm going to put the link down below. Just click it. It'll take you right to it on Amazon. It's a great price, and it's one of the higher wattages. Like I said, it's a 2.4 watt. There's a lot of them out there that were priced similarly to this, but they were only like 1.8 watt. There's the voltage, and I'm going to take this solar panel and see if I put it out in the sun a little bit more, if that voltage will increase at all. Now I'm just getting, I don't have direct sunlight. I'm just trying to get to something that has more glare to it. And it looks like that it's trying to jump up. Now, this is the voltage of the battery with the solar panel hooked up to the meter. So the battery, the solar panel, and the meter are all hooked together. And you can see it's climbing, and I'm not in direct sunlight. I'm just letting it reflect off my camper out here onto the panel, and there's really not that much reflection going on. You can probably see the shadow that I'm casting onto the box here, just right of the meter. And that is from me using the reflection off the camper. So I'm really impressed with this and think it's a good idea if you have a situation where you need to keep your battery charged. This is the way to go. Now, this is the next thing I'm going to do. This will be the next little experiment. I'm going to disconnect the battery. So all you're going to read on this meter after I disconnect the battery is the wattage or the voltage that's coming from this panel without the battery draining it or taking any of it. So let me go ahead. I've disconnected it. Let's see what we got. It was over the 20 volts that I had set on the meter. So you can see 22.5 DC voltage is what I'm getting out of that. So that's awesome. Let me go ahead and plug it back in. And this is with the battery draining or taking in some of the voltage that it's supplying. If I get it lined back up here, it's, like I said, my hands are cold. And it dropped to 12.7 again, which will drop it down and see the actual percentage. So anyways, I just wanted to do a review on this. Great product. It's been pretty durable for me. It hasn't seen hardly any weather. I think it got caught out in the rain once. Okay, so the battery is 650 cold crank amp, and it's 120 minute reserve capacity. It's not very big, and actually I got this from a wrecking yard. Whenever you get it, it's going to have this quick connector to it, and this quick connector allows you to plug it into what will come factory, a couple of clamps that hook right to your battery terminals if you want to try to charge a battery directly that way. Also, you'll have a connection that goes to a cigarette lighter plug, so you can plug it into your power port. Now, a note on that, just to make sure that you know, which some people don't, you got to make sure that it's being hooked up to a power port or a cigarette lighter port that is on all the time. You can't plug it into one that you have to have your ignition on your car for it to be connected. So you want to check to make sure your cigarette lighter works without your car turned on, or you want to make sure that your power port works without your car turned on, and you can plug it in that way. Okay, that'll close it out. So we're talking about a Schumacher SP-200 2.4 watt solar panel, and I'm going to put the link down below. Just click the link down below. It'll take you right to that site, so you can make the purchase and you're going to get the best price on it. I appreciate it, and thanks as always for watching LeboView.